You're watching SuckProfessor. Hello everybody, it's me Hank. I'm joined by...
James.
Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 7, The Broken Man in under 5 minutes. Lots of scenes to get to. It's a preview of our long recap, so look in the description for links. James, take us away.
Alright, we open on a group of peasants building what appears to be a church. Amongst them, one mysterious figure stands out. It's the Hound, who has survived his encounter with Brienne and is now traveling with a man named Septon Meribald. Ray counsels Sandor that he believes the gods still have a purpose for him and that he has already endured punishment for his past deeds.
Margaery speaks with the High Sparrow, who encourages her to hurry up and get pregnant. The High Sparrow warns her that if her grandmother, Lady Olenna, the Queen of Thorns, doesn't also atone, things could turn bad. Under the watchful eye of the stern Septa Unella, I hate her, ding ding shame, Margaery visits her grandmother, who is very unhappy at the Faith's new influence over the affairs of state. Margaery slips her a note into her hand and strongly encourages her to return to Highgarden.
So, Jon Snow meets with the Wildlings to petition for their aid on his assault of Winterfell. With the support of Tormund, who reminds the Free Folk that Jon died to his own men in their defense, they abandon the notion that the siege is not their fight and fall into line, with 1-1 leading the pack.
1-1. Cersei and her attack giant, the Zombie Mountain, meet with the Lady Olenna. Still angry, she tells Cersei that it's her fault shit's all fucked up. Cersei agrees and pleads for unity in combating the Faith militant. Your turn, James.
The Lannisters arrive in Riverrun, led by Jaime and Bronn. The Freys are already on the scene, making a poor attempt at a siege and threatening to murder Edmure Tully to coax the Blackfish to abandon the fortress. The Blackfish does not relent against this bluff, and Jaime seizes command of the operation from the less than competent Freys.
Jon Snow, Sansa, and Ser Davos the Onion Knight are at Bear Island, home of House Mormont, home to Jorah and Lord Commander Mormont, whose watch has ended, to ask for support in taking back Winterfell from the Boltons. It's now ruled by a badass little girl, Lyanna Mormont. Impatient with niceties, Lady Lyanna is a tough sell, but Ser Davos convinces her by pointing out the true enemy of the North isn't each other, but is in fact the dead. Unfortunately, they only have 62 men to commit to the fight.
Jaime stages a parlay with the Blackfish and petitions him to avoid bloodshed by abandoning the stronghold. The Blackfish reminds him that Riverrun is his home and that he has the provisions to withstand a siege for 2 years.
Booyah! Jon, Sansa, and Ser Davos unsuccessfully recruit House Glover. Their lord is none too interested in angering the Boltons and takes umbrage at being asked to fight alongside lowly wildlings. All you, buddy.
Theon and Yara are seen in Volantis, having escaped from the usurping Euron at the Iron Isles. Yara counsels Theon to remember his own strength or to end it all if he is too far broken.
Nice. Jon, Sansa, and Ser Davos have had little luck gathering the forces they need to retake Winterfell. As tensions rise among the men at camp, Sansa insists that they need more men. Jon says they must make do with what they've got. That's my Jon voice, James. Sansa writes a note to an unknown recipient.
Septon Meribald gives a speech to his followers that it is never too late to do good with what time you have left, despite what demons may haunt you from your past. 3 riders from the Brotherhood approach and threaten the group. The Hound urges Ray that their only option is to fight, though Meribald chooses to remain a pacifist.
Oh, Ray Meribald, what a nice name. Arya secures passage to Westeros as she views the Titan of Braavos, an old woman, approaches. She slices Arya with a knife, then stabs her twice and twists it. The old woman is actually the Waif. Ugh, I hate her. Arya escapes by throwing herself off the bridge into the water. She resurfaces, dripping blood, and staggers into the streets. The Hound returns to his encampment, only to find his people have been slaughtered by the Brotherhood. Ray Meribald hangs from a noose from the rafters of his own partially constructed church. The Hound draws his axe, symbolically shedding his new life of peace and returning to his old path. Oh, that's it. We did it, James. We got there.
Yay.
That was so many scenes.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Shit, what'd you think?
I loved it. You get to see the Hound come back, you get to see Arya finally. Not big parts in the episode as a whole, but my 2 favorite characters have reemerged.
Pretty slow pacing. Margaery revealed she's actually up to something. She's tricking the High Sparrow, hopefully.
Yes, and no Sam and Gilly.
Yes! All right, guys, check it out. That's our review. Hopefully that was under 5 minutes. Look for our long recap in the description. Thanks for finding us, and here comes the graphic at the end.